Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. Got a quick weather walk going on because today is a big day. It's weather school, yay! I love weather school days. We've got Aviation Weather School Part 2 today. Loads to talk about and loads to get through in the course. So if you're joining me, get ready for it. You'll have received your charts already this morning. We got loads to talk about at Aviation Weather School, and it always amazes me, with weather, how dry, excuse the pun, the subject is put across in textbooks. Now that's whether you're flying, whether you're sailing, whether you're walking, whether you're farming, all the textbooks are so dull. And weather doesn't need to be like that, Weather is fascinating. It's equally as fascinating as looking up into the heavens and looking at stars, looking at galaxies. It's exactly the same. It's endlessly fascinating. But the way it's put across is, goodness, so dull. So what we try at Weather School is to make it interesting and far more accessible. Now, what we got today? Well, we got high pressure over the top of us today. Again, and just look at that cloud. That's stratocumulus cloud, and the base on that is probably at the moment about 3,500-4,000 feet, something like that. But it's a very, very shallow cloud, and stratocumulus cloud is a cloud that signifies a stable air mass, and that changes in the weather are likely to be pretty slow. So when I'm thinking slow changes, I think sort of 3 to 4 hour slots. So when we get stratocumulus clouds such as this, there are unlikely to be any significant changes in the weather for the next 3 to 4 hours. What you've got to look for is for the stratocumulus cloud to break up. So it could be increased winds that go through it. It could be that the sun heats the top of it and manages to break it up. It could just be that some drier air comes in. But generally, whenever you see stratocumulus cloud like this, it means don't expect many changes in the next few hours. And it looks like there's not going to be that many changes for much of the country in the days ahead, although subtle things are happening at higher levels in the atmosphere. We're starting to head now into a more unsettled week for next week. So we're really focused in the forecast office on trying to get the timing of that right now. When does the change come in? How much rain is there likely to be? And then, all important, how long does it last for? All questions we're going to be answering this week at weatherweb.net. Okay, just look at that. That's not a bad view for a morning walk, is it? Spectacular. Okay, I hope that you have a great day. I'm going to get on and do another couple or 3 miles, and then get back, get set and ready for weather school. A couple of final things to put in place. More importantly, will be a fresh coffee and getting myself ready for 3 hours of teaching. Sounds like you're back at school, doesn't it? It's not teaching, it's kind of guidance on what the weather charts are showing us, what the SKUTs are showing us. We're going to look at 500 millibar charts as well, and all that sounds very technical, doesn't it? But it's not. Effectively, the surface chart is telling us what's going on down here and what the winds are going to be doing, and also telling us about the air mass we're in and how quickly any changes are going to be. 500 millibar charts are basically looking up there at about 18,000 feet, because believe it or not, if we look up there at 18,000 feet, it tells us much about how mobile the weather is, and we can make predictions into the future, so sort of 7 days to 14 days ahead. And I know you might think, how on earth can you possibly do that? Well, there's no way you're going to say it's going to rain at 2 o'clock next Thursday afternoon, but it does enable you to be able to suggest changes and where changes are likely to occur and when they're likely to occur. So we're going to look at that. And SKUTs, again, sounds very technical, but effectively what a SKUT does is allow us to predict things like cloud bases, cloud tops, vital for pilots, of course, Whether the cloud is in layers, it tells us about freezing levels, whether there's likely to be ice, and we can produce those for any location in the world. So effectively, what we're doing is we're looking vertically rather than horizontally. That's what the Scooty does for us. So we've got all that to look forward to this morning. Okay, well, it looks like actually out towards the southwest there, that stratocumulus is already breaking up. I don't know if you can see that, just in, let me get my finger in there, probably there. Can you just see that clearer sky there out towards the west? That is drier air just descending and breaking up the stratocu. Morning, Neil. That's interesting. You're getting some hail, are you? I wonder if it is hail or if it's just some... I know this is kind of dancing on the head of a pin, but it might be that you're just getting a few ice pellets, perhaps falling out of this stratocumulus cloud, Neil. You probably wouldn't get more than anything light, just because this cloud isn't deep enough to be producing anything more than sort of light precipitation. But I'm going to guess that that's what you've got. But I'm look southwest there and just looking at clearer skies. You're out that way, Neil, and you can see the cloud much thicker over there. So I think that's what you're getting. And I know it's kind of, much of a muchness when we're talking about, is it hail, is it ice pellets, what is it? I think it's probably ice pellets. But again, as you know, we love these definitions in meteorology, don't we? Okay. Well, as I say, I'm going to get on with the walk. Thanks for joining me this morning. And if you're coming along to weather school at 9:30, I will see you there. We've got a really great morning ahead of us. And as I say, lovely to see you this morning. Let me just show you another shot of the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. Yeah, Neil, thought they might be little ice pellets. Wow, that atmosphere is still pretty cold, isn't it? Still able to produce those ice pellets and for them to be falling as ice at the surface as well. Looks like we've got some warmer air that comes in during the course of the next couple of days, and I think we'll see the back of those. But yeah, interesting that you've got those out towards the east. Now, I saw a couple of reports, but I wasn't sure whether it was kind of over detection or not. But you're the man on the ground and confirming that it's there, so definitely the ice pellets are there, and that'll be going into the forecast as well. I'll feed that back into the forecast as soon as I get back into the office. Okay, well, as I say, have a lovely day, or whatever you're doing. If you're coming along to weather school, I will see you there. That you're looking at there is Bottram Lock, just between Wombourne and Swindon. Very quiet in the background this morning, which is beautiful, isn't it? I suspect that from Monday we lose that quietness, and we're going to be picking up a lot more, a lot more background noise. Okay. I will definitely leave you with that for now. And whatever you're doing, have a superb day, won't you? As I say, if you're coming along to weather school, I will see you there in a short while. If you do manage to get flying today, you jammy so-and-sos, have a great time. If you're sailing, again, enjoy. But whatever you're doing, have a fantastic day. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.